looking at God's faithfulness. God is faithful to those who remain faithful to Him. In another episode, we looked at Daniel in the lion's den, and the lions were starved so that they could eat him up. And you know, when lions are hungry, they don't reason, they don't wait, they come looking for the prey, and they are vicious animals. So, Daniel was in the lion's den the first time, and God delivered him. But we are seeing him again landing into trouble because of his faithfulness, because of remaining truthful. He had to be taken again into a den of lions. But because God allows all these things to happen to Daniel for his glory, the same thing he allows things to happen in your life for his glory. We see there was a great dragon that was worshipped by the Babylonians. And let us remember the Jews are in exile at this particular time in Babylon. And you know, that's why they coined the phrase that when you go to Rome, you do as the Romans do. They expected the people who are there as captives to worship their idols. But this one Daniel disagreed with completely. And we are seeing that they are worshiping a dragon. And what they used to do, as they worship the dragon, they bring food and they keep saying that the dragon has eaten the food because the dragon is supposed to be their god. So, when these lies came into the eyes of Daniel, Daniel took some pitch fat and hair. This he boiled together and made into cakes. He put them into the mouth of the dragon, and when the dragon ate them, he burst asunder. This, he said, is what you worshipped? When the Babylonians heard this, they were angry and turned against the king. The king has become a Jew, they said. He has destroyed Baal, killed the dragon, and put the priests to death. Because when Daniel gave the dragon that food, it burst asunder, meaning it was not consuming the food. It is not a god. It is just an idol that they have created, and Daniel wants to prove them wrong. Then the king has become a Jew, they said. He has destroyed Baal, killed the dragon, and put the priests to death. They went to the king and demanded, hand Daniel over to us, or we will kill you and your family. When the king saw himself threatened with violence, the king was forced to hand Daniel over to them. They threw Daniel into a lion's den. This is the second time Daniel is being thrown into a lion's den, where he remained 6 days. In the den were 7 horns and 2 carcasses, and 2 sheep had been given to them daily. But now they were given nothing, so that they would devour Daniel. These lions always ate carcasses and 2 sheep daily. But today they have been starved so that they can devour Daniel. And let us remember that Daniel is the servant of God. He is standing for the truth. He wants to prove them wrong, that they are worshipping idols and calling them gods. So in Judea there was a prophet, Habakkuk. He mixed some bread in a bowl with the stew he had boiled and was going to bring it to the reaper in the field, when an angel of the Lord told him, take the lunch you have to Daniel in the lion's den at Babylon. Listen to those words. Habakkuk has prepared lunch for his workers in the field. But the angel of the Lord was sent to him and told to take the lunch you have to Daniel in the lion's den at Babylon. But Habakkuk answered, Babylon, sir, I have never seen and I do not know the den. So Habakkuk is not even aware of where Babylon is and where the den is. But listen to what happens. Our God is an awesome God. The angel of the Lord seized him by the crown of his head and carried him by the hair. It is not even the angel who carried the food. He had to carry Habakkuk so that Habakkuk can take the food himself to Daniel. So, with the speed of the wind, he set him down in Babylon above the den. Daniel, Daniel, cried Habakkuk, take the lunch God has sent you. Listen to those words. He's not saying, take the lunch I have brought you. He's saying, take the lunch the God has given you. So, Daniel, you have remembered me, O God, said Daniel. You have not forsaken those who love you. While Daniel began to eat, the angel of the Lord at once brought Habakkuk back to his own place. See what God can do when you remain faithful, when you remain truthful, when you are glorifying his name and not profaning it. God will stand with you. This could be a scenario of Daniel in the lion's den. But we have so many lion's dens in our lives today, in our society today, where you are fixed, you are put in a fix by people who do not believe in what you believe in, by people who want to corrupt your mind, by people who want to corrupt your soul. And when you stand firm, God comes through for you. Imagine God was in a position to remove Daniel from the lion's den. He did it for Peter when he was in jail. He sent angels to release him. He did it for Paul and Silas when they were in jail. The angels went to release them. But imagine this angel was not sent to release Daniel. He was sent to take him food so that he can show these people that Daniel is serving a true God, a mighty God. Their lions are there. They have been stabbed, but they cannot touch Daniel because who is in control? God is in control of every situation. He's in control of the winds. He's in control of the sun. He's in control. He calls the stars by name and he uses his creation for his purpose. And so, if God shut the lions' mouths and they could not touch Daniel, and this is the second time that God is saving Daniel from the lion's den, so that he can prove that these people, he wants to bring salvation to these people through all these miracles, so that they can change their ways. On the seventh day, the king came to mourn for Daniel. As he came to the den and looked in, there was Daniel sitting there. The king cried aloud, you are great, O Lord, the God of Daniel, and there is no other besides you. Daniel he took out, but those who had tried to destroy him, he threw into the den, and they were devoured in a moment before his eyes. Imagine, when Daniel was removed from the den, and those who were trying to destroy Daniel were thrown in, they were devoured immediately. Why? Because they were not on the side of God. Daniel was on the side of God, and so his God saved him from all this. You can imagine, he did not send the angel to take Daniel away. Daniel stayed there 7 days, but God made sure he was fed. He was brought food by an angel. Habakkuk brought food accompanied by the angel. So, my dear friends, my dear people, whatever situation you are in, maybe you are not literally thrown into a lion's den like Daniel, but you are in a situation where you feel you are surrounded by people who want to devour you. Maybe it is in your place of work. Maybe it is in your marriage. Whatever situation you are in, just stand firm and God will take care of your situation because He's God, He's loving, He's caring, He's faithful. And all His works are done in faithfulness and in justice. If this message from the book of Daniel, chapter 14, has helped you, share it with your friends, share it with your family members so that they can stand firm and strong in the Lord, knowing that God is their rock, He is their deliverer, He is their encircling shield, and He will never leave them. These were the words of Daniel. He said, "You have remembered me, O God. You do not forsake those who love you." That is true. God never forsakes those who love Him. So let us continue loving God. Let us continue obeying Him. Let us continue serving Him. And let us continue praying to Him so that He can be our strength, our rock. And if this video or this message has helped you, please share, please subscribe to this channel, and let us walk together in this journey of faith. It is not an easy journey, but what man cannot do, God can do. Amen. Be blessed mightily.